Mr. Browde, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure to meet you.
I even loved your speech so much. It resonated with me because you are now feeding the nation. So my first question would be, what does the partnership with Castle Lager mean to you guys, and why did you choose Castle Lager out of all the breweries that you could have chosen?
Well, this partnership means a great deal to us. Our work at SA Harvest is to rescue food that would have gone to waste. 10 million tons of good food every year goes to waste in our country, and this has ramifications both in terms of hunger and also in terms of environment. And this initiative of Castle to rescue food basically that had potential to go to waste, in other words the byproduct of grain in the beer making process, to rescue that food and to make bread out of it, to feed hungry people in this country, is for us just exactly what we do and what we're so pleased to be a part of, and we really look forward to working with Castle on this project.
That's beautiful. I just want to get to the nitty-gritties of how does this whole process get by. I don't know if you can assist us with that information. So the information that I would want from you is, how do you turn spent grain from the brewing process into high fiber and high energy, if you are technical enough to give us that information?
So, I mean, unfortunately, I'm not.
You are not.
You'd have to speak to a brewery person.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. But what makes this bread, this particular bread, to be different from other breads out there?
Well, I think that, what makes this great from our perspective, from SA Harvest perspective, is that it is a basically nutritional bread. It's a healthy bread, and it's a bread that is made from product that would have gone to waste. And that's our main effort on the charity side. So as soon as we in partnership with someone who's using food that would have gone to waste to feed people, and feed people a good product, because what we will do with the product is to mix it with other foods, and in the end, together with Castle's bread, we'll make a very nutritious meal to all the people who are hungry and all the people we serve.
That's great. But 300,000 loaves of bread, that's a lot of bread. Tell me, what problems do you foresee maybe occurring along the way, and how do we prevent that maybe?
So when you say 300,000 loaves, I'm not 100% sure of the time span, but nothing like that frightens SA Harvest. In our first 3 years of business, we delivered just under 14 million meals. And we have 4 warehouses throughout the country, and our whole operation is based on speed. We collect tons and tons of food for these meals, and we make sure that it doesn't sit in the warehouse. Maximum it's 24 hours in a warehouse, and it's out to all our beneficiaries. We have more than 200 beneficiaries countrywide, and to handle this volume of food is certainly not a problem for us. It's only very welcome.
I love it. I love what you are just saying to us. Tell me more, say, about, so it's going to be for 3 years, right?
Well, the initial project, I understand, from Castle will be for 3 years, but we believe that this is such a good idea and such a good project that I hope we will be able to work with Castle to make this a sustainable business, and one that will enable people to get, not only to get it for free, but in certain situations to be able to afford to buy this bread at affordable prices near where people live, because one of the great problems of hunger in South Africa is that millions of people have lost the closer access to nutritious, affordable food, and this program could actually assist in delivering bread at a much cheaper price, at an affordable price to millions of people in the end.
So basically you see this even prolonging to more than 3 years.
I would love to see this, as I said earlier, I would love to see this carry on forever, and and we would love to work with Castle in making sure that this is a sustainable business. We feel we could do that, and I'm sure that we will be able to talk about it and see how our partnership can grow.
I love it. So in terms of the communities that you're assisting, what's normally the criteria? So if I have a community that wants to also benefit from this initiative, how can they get hold of that, or what's your criterion for choosing such a community?
So firstly, our main criteria is to be transparent. We have to be transparent in our whole operation, from our own business operation and modus operandi through to our community-based organizations, our beneficiaries who feed people. We have to make sure that these are organizations that do feed the people, that they use the food for the right reasons. And normally the people that we deal with are themselves NGOs. Now, one of the issues for us in SA Harvest is the fact that charity is not a sustainable thing. Our mission is to end hunger, and although charity at the moment is vital because it saves lives, and the NGO space is very important in saving lives, otherwise we would have tens of thousands of people dying of hunger in South Africa. But one of the things that we want to do is actually to reduce people's reliance on charity through sustainable programs. And this bread program could be exactly that. If we were able to build a business and to certain sectors of the population and community-based organizations sell the bread at a lower margin for them to sell on, we not only enable people to have access to affordable food, but also we start the process of understanding that it's possible not to be so dependent on charity, and to start understanding the process of being entrepreneurial and becoming food independent and food sovereign as the process goes on.
I love it, Sam. So on a personal capacity, how does it feel like to know that tonight there will be someone that has a loaf of bread to eat, and you played a part in that? How does it feel? I'm sure you're going to sleep like a baby today.
So look, it's indescribable how it feels. For me, this was a decision later on in my life. I had a business that I ran for the last 20 odd years, and yes, obviously motivated to bring up my children and make sure they got educated, but this is something very different. This has a deep and meaningful purpose for me. And I think that if you took the bottom line there, was that I've grown up in South Africa, I've had a good life in South Africa, I'm absolutely grateful for the life I have led here, and I feel that it's very important to give back. This is a great country with unbelievable people, and we have to give everybody a chance, and to be part of that process, well, it's a blessing, and that's the bottom line.
Beautiful. So my last parting shot, where can we get hold of SA Harvest to know more? Because this was my first time, I don't want to lie, it was my first time knowing of SA Harvest.
Okay. So to get hold of SA Harvest, obviously we're digitally visible. You can go to our website, www.saharvest.org. But more importantly, please, at any time, whoever wants to get to know SA Harvest, anyone who wants to see how we do it, get hold of us. All the contact numbers are on the website, and we will take you around. This is how we like to relate, and how we want to do things. Become part of the solution.
Thank you very much, sir.